Recently, I was reminded of a story about a nation. And God took this nation out of slavery. And He said, "You go here into the land across the river and take it. I'll be there with you. Take it." And they sent spies into the land. Let's say these spies are the Supreme Court. Well, the spies go over there and they come back. And in the story, one of the spies says, "Hey, let's do it. Let's take it." Well, in the Supreme Court, there are two justices that say, "Let's hear the case that Texas has brought forward. I want to know what's going on." But like the story of the people crossing the river, the other judges or the spies, they say, "Oh, no, 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 no. No, they will squash us like bugs." And the people believed it. They bought into it. What happened? The people wandered in the wilderness until that generation was dead. And the next generation had the opportunity to go into the land of milk and honey, including the one spy that came back and said, "Let's do it. Let's go. We've got God on our side." And it reminds me of this country. Chief Justice Roberts. I've heard, and I don't know if it's true, it's your opinion. I've heard that you don't want to hear it because you're afraid of riots. Anymore I'm not afraid of anything. Because God is, and God is my protector. And if I need something, he tells me, "Go out, cross the river, get it." Just that easy. If I've got to fight, He's with me. And He is the most powerful of all of everything. You see, the second generation, they went in, they followed the rules that God laid down. He said, "Go in there, take it. Take it. Take it as far as you can see. Take the towns and the villages. Destroy them." Why? Why destroy them? Because they were evil. God don't like evil. In fact, God said, if you don't destroy them and you take their women into your tribes, your villages, and you start worshiping their gods, I'm going to wipe you out. And sure enough, the second generation of those that crossed the river did that. And God sold them into slavery. He said, "Go ahead. Why don't you want to hear these cases? What are you afraid of? It's written on our money. It's written in courthouses everywhere. In God we trust." You're listening to man. And that is something that God said, don't do. Man has an evil tendency. That's why God sent Jesus to the earth, and we celebrate Friday the birth of Jesus, who was the Savior of mankind, because we all need it, because we all have the evil tendency to save us, to save mankind. You have the opportunity to cross the river, to do as God says, to destroy evil, and live. Live a life. Live life the way life was meant to be lived. And you're a human, just like me. You don't know how to live life on your own. You'll go evil. Guarantee it. You will go evil. Because man's mind is good and evil. And man has a greater tendency to go evil than good. And the Supreme Court Justice, John Roberts, why? This is about the election of a president. Are you covering for Joe Biden? That man is evil. That man is the Siamese twin to the Chinese. His son is more evil, maybe. I don't know. I don't know which one's more evil, Joe or his son Hunter, or maybe his brother, or his granddaughter, or his wife. Who knows? They are evil. We don't want evil. Now, because it was the second generation of slaves that came out of Egypt that went into the land of milk and honey, they did it. They didn't have judges, justices, kings, princes, armies, nothing. Their leader was God. And when God said, do this, they did it. And when they did it, they reaped the rewards. Milk and honey. They had everything. Everything that you could imagine you would want back then. Land, cattle, sheep. Name it. They had it. And it was good. Until they started listening to man. Because man, he's made up every god you can think of. Except one. And the only one that he hasn't made in some kind of a crazy, twisted imagination is the one true living God. And yes, he is living. And yes, he does love you. He wants us to be prosperous, safe, secure, peaceful, united. You see, the evil wants to divide. The good wants to unite. Because in unity, we can help each other, keep each other lifted, keep each other going forward. And the more we do that, the easier it is to keep going forward. And the easier it is just for life in general. So let's do this. And I'm starting to do this because it's making me sick. I've heard doctors say, oh, well, the coronavirus is this, the coronavirus is that, you got to do this, you got to do that, you can't go out and eat, you can't do this. And then you've got governors and mayors that are trying to control the people. You know what I say? Forget them. That is man. Don't listen to man. Listen to God, the one that created us. This corona thing it's a controlling thing. It's man using fear against man. Be afraid. And we, the ones that don't know what's going on, will tell you how to run your lives. Hey, what a concept! Because you're afraid. Don't be afraid. God is with you. God is with us. And He will be with us as long as we follow Him. Don't let go. Don't give up. Remember, we are the creation of God. Follow God, not man. Man is inherently evil. Period.